trusted resource.
We are joined live in studio this morning with Republican Congressman Sean Duffy. Now, we'd actually already had you scheduled for another much more lighthearted interview, but with the changing situation in Ukraine right now, we really want to get your thoughts on the Malaysian plane crash. What can you tell us?
Well, listen, we're waiting for information just like everyone else is. We think we see some Russian involvement, but we're going to wait to hear the facts. But Kami, the bigger point here is when you have America step back from the world, when we retreat to our own borders and we don't have an influence, there's a vacuum. And in that vacuum, it gets filled with people who don't share the same values and morals. And whether you see this plane going down, whether you see Russians in Ukraine, you see Iraq burning, what's going on in Syria, we have ISIS, the big problems in the world. And I think, we don't want to see America as a massive interventionist country, but we want to make sure we have a presence and a steady hand to make sure we keep peace and stability. And right now, that's not happening.
Now, this crash happened just a day after the president increased sanctions on Russia. He said yesterday the U.S. will offer any assistance to figure out why this plane went down. Do you have any ideas on what you think should be done or no?
Well, first off, we should offer American support, FBI support, to make sure we do a thorough and honest investigation so we can get the facts. But if I'm speculating, I think we're going to see Russian involvement. But then we need the president to actually engage in this process. And, after the crash happens, the president's off to fundraising events. We need real leadership to step in and go, you know what, I'm going to be tough, I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to make sure whoever's responsible is going to be held accountable by the world community. As Ronald Reagan said in '83, if we can't have aircraft fly and not be in fear of being shot down by military jets, all civilian aircraft go away. So we need to have the president engage in this process and make sure we get to the bottom of what happened and start talking tough.
All right, and ever-changing situation. We are going to have more coming up with the congressman in just a few minutes. First, though, here's Justin with the check of our weekend forecast.